Boy, oh boy. I hope nobody was sleeping to my offline page because that was probably a little bit loud. I was gonna start. I'm not even gonna wait for people. I'm just going. We're going and no one can stop me. Okay, I missed 2 arrow whips, but they didn't matter. So that's pretty cool. Hello, everybody in the early crowd. I hope you're doing okay. That would be not bad. Might be doing over the next week, understandable. I did not mean to do that. I think it's in the top right. Never mind. Just kidding. Haha. Gimme. Anyway. I feel weirdly low energy. But I also feel weirdly, like, motivated. And I also don't like how motivated I feel because I feel like I'm getting a little too into the competitive side of Spelunky 2 right now. I would like to be a little bit less on that competitive side. Okay, that's a good strat. That lovely noise was me almost inhaling soda, in case you were wondering. Alright. I did save myself with that disgusting sound, though, which is why I made that sound. A crate just for me? Wow. Did a little bit of work on a potential Vlad's Cape kill and skip. Oops. It's gonna be really hard and really RNG dependent if it can work. So it's not gonna be a thing that you ever want to do. It'll just be like a last ditch effort sort of thing that you have the opportunity to pursue should you not believe in yourself or something. Kind of like I do all the time. What was I thinking? Okay, this should be fine. Man, I hope they fix that, because it's kind of annoying to just die to 3 consecutive throws in a single frame. Like, I should have taken damage there. Absolutely. But I shouldn't have died. Come on. Unless that's just how shopkeepers work now, but I don't think that's what they're going for. Ugh, anyway. That's fine. Yes, I've seen Olmec on skip. I'm gonna be hearing about it for the next several days. Oh, God. It's kind of like the downside to all the new discoveries is that every time something new crops up, I have to hear about it 75 times before it kind of settles down. Which is funny, because a lot of the things I find out, like the instant they happen from the Discord. There's a thing you can do where you can bring Olmec up to the Ankh door instead of killing Olmec. So you don't have to do phase 2 or 3. Which people are celebrating like it's the brand new religion. Because people are tilted about phase 2. Hey, Grimp. Why is the first area so hard, though? Because it's new? Tater skin. Thank you for the Prime sub for 6 months. Enjoy your cute angry dogs. All throughout Twitch. For as long as you're subscribed. Appreciate it. Hope you're well. Thank you. Gold badge next month should you choose to obtain it. Yeah, the rope against a wall is pretty nice. It's a little harder than the secondary is. I mean, it's so. Here's the thing about the dwelling. The reason why people think the dwelling is harder is not because the dwelling is harder, it's because it's different. Volcana and Jungle are very Spelunky HD. Dwelling is not Spelunky HD. Why is it not Spelunky HD? Because the enemies in the dwelling operate differently than any of the enemies that we've had before, right? Moles are in the ground. You have to pay attention to the ground and you have to use audio cues. Rolling lizards are like a high velocity enemy that like dismantle other bodies. People are freaking out about the dwelling because they're not used to a non-Spelunky area, and that's what dwelling is right now. In a month, we're gonna be like, oh, no, it was just new. It's not that bad. There are some things that are problematic. Moles should not have as many iframes as they do. They should not be able to have iframes and hit you in a 1 block space. That's kind of not cool. And lizards should not launch things as much, in my opinion. But people are saying all this stuff because the enemies just behave differently. Like, we're used to Spelunky HD enemies where it's like, oh, enemy on screen, enemy move left, I stomp. Oh, enemy move right, I stomp. Oh, enemy move left, I stomp. And it's like, you can't do that in the dwelling. So you kind of have to play a little bit differently, right? Like, mole move through ground, I patient. Lizard roll, I leave the general zip code. Oh, this was the Ujidai level. Okay. I've been playing the dwelling for 8 minutes, but this death was just unfair. Also, Dwelling has hard buffed early Kapala. Oh my god, it's crazy. You can just get 1-2 Kapala, it's insane. So even though it is certainly different and a bit harder than like the mines, right? You have that benefit of just, cool, here's your Kapala. Although levels like this kind of have somewhat high enemy density. They could probably tone it down a little bit. But I think a lot of the dwelling complaints right now boil down more to like the area being different than anything else. This is nice. This is pretty cool. Time to die and lose it. Okay, we can handle this guy. Ooh. Not what I wanted. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, that'll show you to be. Ha, idiot. Okay, 40 bombs. A jetpack. And not a lot of health, admittedly. Oh, come on, no. Don't make this run so good. I'm gonna feel bad when I lose it. Yeesh. Can we get in there without a resource? We can. I see. Although I'll probably use a resource to try and get these other things. I'll take it, but not right now. Like a bomb right here, and then we can get a lot of the lizards, potentially. Ooh, this is a bit of a situation. Okay, ready? And then we do this. He roll. Bam. And then we do this. He roll. Guess what happens next? Bam. It's crazy. He roll. Bam. No. Unbam. Yeah, okay, maybe we should leave. This is a predicament. You should go to sleep. My VOD will be here later and it will have nothing important, I promise. Okay. Okay, we're fine. Is there a new area released in a patch? I hope not. Ugh. Rice broke today. Uh-oh. You should get a new one as soon as you can. The lizards are basically a tutorial for the boss fight, yeah. Okay, so I took the items from the second shop, but still got forgiven here, so... Not confirmed that that's how things work. I have spike shoes, so we should kill this guy. Cool. Okay, so we're gonna do kill and skip on this run. Basically, our goal is to get Kapala, Ankh, and Alien Compass all to the Cosmic Ocean. Which would be nice. No, the boss doesn't fling stuff around, which is nice. This is much like this time, yeah, we'll see. Yeah, $7.99 is gonna be a 3 to 4 hour run if I had to guess. Ooh. Gambling? What? Okay. Hitboxes. That was really scary because I thought I took fire damage. Oh. One for each foot. Hey, I'm gonna hang out up here for a sec. How you doing? I didn't catch your name. Ooh. Nice. Just 54 bombs. You know. Not tons, just 54. What? I mean, oh my god. Okay, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 16 to the right and 6 up. Ah! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So the right side there. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can literally see it. It's visible. Like right here. I just wish there wasn't lava. We'll do oh, that might be bad. Whatever, we'll just let that settle. It's fine. Okay. 65 bombs. Oh my god. All right, cool. This is a run. To say the least. Yeah, this is secretly a true crown run this whole time. That's how I get ya. Okay, so we bomb in here. We bomb in here without any remorse, in fact. Rock dog. So there's our Kapaler. We are in mighty good prospects currently. They will go horribly wrong with due time. But as of right now, we are in mighty good prospects. Give me more bombs, I dare you. All right, I'll take a compass, why not? Da 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 ba da ba do. Da da da. That's the bow. Hi, Dudley. Oh my god, the crates. 67? 70, yeah. Sure. Oh, God. Yeah, there's some ropes. We need those. What the heck is going on here? Yeah, 73. Oh my god. Doesn't even matter. Like, we're never gonna use these. I'm just gonna die at some point. But god, it'll be funny. Okay, you know what? Oh, that was scary. That clover is nice. We're gonna get invigorated at least once, but maybe twice.
Okay.
This run is going to be like living proof that no matter how much you stockpile, Cosmic Ocean will find a way. Or just Spelunky 2 in general, honestly. Like, I don't even necessarily need to make it to Cosmic Ocean. There's a reasonable chance I just won't. Alright, I think that's it. But if we find another thing to sacrifice, then we can get invigorated again. Oh my god. Oh, I did already have a clover, you're right. Yeah, jetpack explosion is I think 21 damage or 11 damage. We're just doing Cosmic Ocean stuff today. Just new with Cosmic Ocean, yeah, $7.99 is a win thing. Will if the Aldrin get 3 bombs from Beg? Yeah, you're right. Our 73 isn't enough. We need to get 75. You can sacrifice Idol to Kali, but that's not super necessary. We do want to do this because we want to complete Van Horsing's questline so we can get Alien Compass. We are not doing it to get Killin, though. We are going to skip Killin. Oops. I've been hunting this fiend for a long time. Ow! For a long time. Okay. No Cthulhu stuff. I don't think Cthulhu's in the game. I think it just looks like Cthulhu on the title screen. He's spooked. Yeah, I just don't want to be there. I can't imagine why. Just doesn't feel right for me, I guess. I mean, it's hard to say what the undiscovered area was. It might have been the eggplant gift shop. It might have been the constellation cutscene. We don't know. We could do Ankh skip, but I like the Olmec fight, so too bad. Yeah, I've seen it on the throne. Whee! Oh, we have to use 2 bombs here. This is gonna get dicey. We're gonna be down to 71. Gotta keep our eye on it. What's Ankh skip? You can bring Olmec up to the top right to get the Ankh instead of dropping him. No, we need bombs. No, we're doomed. There's no way we can succeed now. We're down to 70 freaking 1. Whoops. That's fine, we can drop him here. Oh, I suck. Okay. 7-41 or 7-44. I'm not sure which one. I know for a fact Tic Tac just got to 7-41 like an hour ago. And I think a Korean streamer also got to 7-41, but they might have gotten to 44. I don't remember the exact number. Okay. So now we go to Temple, we get Alien Compass. And then after that, we'll just keep going, and then eventually we'll kill and skip, and it'll be epic. And people will be like, "Wow, how'd you do that?" I'll be like, "I don't know. You good question. Bye-bye, kid." You sometimes hit the quack twice for blood. Blood to drink. Plasma gun reflects off of Olmec. What? Does it actually? That's crazy. Okay, so apparently you can stomp the cats in this area. And like, I don't know why sometimes it seemed like I couldn't, but it definitely did seem that way. And I'm upset about it. I hate this. I guess we'll have to use one of our 71 bombs. That's unfortunate. Clockwork Balance, thank you for the Prime sub, I appreciate it. Enjoy our cute angry dogs. This is the thing anyway, so it worked out. Enjoy our cute angry dogs all throughout Twitch. For as long as you're subscribed. I appreciate it. I hope you're swelling. Thank you very much. Anubis! Anubis, where are you? It's time to play. Go ahead, attack me. Haha. You fool. Yeah.
I'll get it.
We can get double invigorated here, which is pretty cool, because we will be intending to keep our health from here on out. If we don't, I suck. Later tater. So we need this and then one more body. Bonk. Oh, no, that was enough. Cool. In that case, are they worth 2 then? Weird. In that case, we're out of there. Can a poison dabs look your poison on you? I think so, but why'd you pick the temple branch? Alien compass. Keep your health if you're going to duat. That's my secret. I'm not going to duat. Can jump on Anubis. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that. Well, you know, I'm gonna suffer for that because we're down to 65 bombs now, and that's less than the total we had a moment ago. So, pretty spooky. We could get invigorated again. We could just do that. I'll look briefly for Kitty, but we're not gonna go out of our way. Another bomb, huh? Tough choice, but we're doing it. We're down to a measly 64, and it's scary to be at this number, but nonetheless. Ah! Spooky. Spooky times. Wait, why did I even... I guess I could go to the City of Gold. Let's do a Star Challenge. Okay, so you freaking can't. I don't know, man. I don't know how, but at some point I swear I stomped on the kitty and got cursed. Trivializes this so much, it's insane. Done. Thank you for your time. 40 HP. We're gonna go not the City of Gold because I hate like all the gold stuff. We're good, right? Like we don't need to go to City of Gold. We'll just go to, yeah, because we're killing skipping. Yeah, okay. Can you try keeping Clone Gun until you find Sun Arrow? No, you don't get Clone Gun on this path. No, I haven't done no gold. I'm not particularly interested. I'll eventually do the achievements, but for now it's like kind of a shrug. What you got for me, mister? Spectacles? Honestly, I'll take it. Like, I could use some dark level visibility. You beat the game yet? I beat the game once through Tiamat path just because I needed to unlock seeded runs, but that's it. Well, that was an easy level. Is kill and skip just flying through lasers? Yep. Any kill and skip is just a means of getting above Tiamat without killing, so there can theoretically be multiple kill and skips. I was the first one to make it work with jetpack only. The first one ever was with jetpack climbing gloves, I believe. And there's also a teleporter version of Kill and Skip. This is a really nasty level. I will use a bomb begrudgingly. Crockman got cursed, poor guy. Bye-bye. Find a good guide for beginners on run speeding the game. I mean, you can look up guides. I don't know if there are any good guides yet. It's really early, so the game's been out for like almost a month now, but not even a month. Vlad's cape is going to be not just RNG dependent, but extremely difficult, and it might not even be possible. I did some practice earlier, so. I might make guides, I don't know. The main reason I'm kind of not super fond of the idea is because everyone is making guides. And I would just be another drop in the pool. And I don't know, I just, There's a lot of people just looking to get views off of the guides rather than make like a truly comprehensive guide. A drop in the cosmic ocean, exactly. Yeah, you think so? Another one? I mean, it's one of our 63 bombs for 6 health, so. Wow, I couldn't have done a worse job of that. Cool. That was startling. Cool. God, this is so funny. This run is absurd. All right, and we're not doing any waddler nonsense. We're just booking it. After getting this crate, of course, just in, oh, thank God. Back to 64. We might be able to work with this run now. It was looking bleak, but we're back on. This is great. We're back on schedule. Okay. No, we're not going to Mothership. Okay, the fun area for fun times. This is going to be a problem. Well, that was sad. So much needless death. Can't you all just get along? Ugh. Somebody ruin your run? I mean, I'll just die, is what will happen. I will screw up at some point. Independent of the game, I will make an error, and then it will be over. Swiftly as can be. Poor guy. He's stuck in the Big Mech. He don't know how to get out. We have to be careful when we leave here, because that could hit me, maybe. Wait, why am I even going here? We're doing Kill and Skip. I'm dumb. I'm dumb and I forget things. That could hit the UFO. It didn't, but it could have. Well, I mean, no way that we know of. Doesn't mean there's nothing else in Cosmic Ocean. We also don't even know if the Cosmic Ocean ending is the end of, like, stuff that we can find. There might be more elsewhere. I love how his projectile being so big makes him really terrible at actually hitting you. And it only does 1 damage on top of that, so it's like extra funny. All right, time to screw up, Kill and Skip, and ruin the run. I'm sorry, Macrocosm, goodness gracious. I hope it heals up soon. Ugh. What's inside a wrong servant? Nothing. Hi, Tiamat. Bye, Tiamat. I mean, there are some things put in place to slow down data mining. There's a rock. I'm so scared of this rock. I can't describe the amount of fear this rock is bringing me. Like, it's irrational, but I feel like this rock is going to kill me. Oh, I screwed it up. Dang, really? That was dumb. Well, the combo doesn't matter. I lost jetpack, so I can't get up there now. It has nothing to do with the health. It's just I can't finish the run. Oh, I missed. And it's so annoying to cook the bombs here. Ah! He's too strong! We did it! Now we can go through the exit and win! Wow! Oh, oops, I died. That's sad. Dang, how my win, I lost. Dang. Why do you do that? Because it's funny? Ugh. You get a cool ending cutscene at least for getting that far? I mean, yeah. I could also just take the shortcut and win right now, but I don't know. I feel like it's better to get that payoff off of like an actually epic run. I'm not playing for the payoffs, I'm playing for the game. And oftentimes, the game in and of itself is the payoff. I just kind of don't care about winning. Yoink, yoink. Mine now. We have done business. Supported the local economy. What? That's the one thing about moles that needs to change in my eyes. Those silly, silly iframes. Oh, I should have seen that coming. Oop, not what I wanted. You get to go that way. You can go here. So let's stand on like the, I don't know, whatever. We'll make it work. Sometimes ledge grabs are too hard, okay? The log is pretty ridiculously big. What kind of tree makes that, huh? It's a big tree, that's what. Man, I'm kind of disappointed that I screwed up kill and skip. Not gonna lie. Would have been really nice to just have like that enormous leeway of like a billion bombs in Cosmic Ocean, but oh well. You win some, you lose some. I can't get that without bouncing his head. It's worth it though. Ah! I don't know why the other guy was even aggroed, to be honest. He hadn't seen nor heard anything of me. He's psychic. I can't beat psychic shopkeepers. I don't know what they expect. I'll just leave by. Oh. It's fine. Everything's fine. Can I skip to Cosmic Ocean yet? I mean, I could. If I just like reset, I escape shortcut until I got a jetpack. Well, no, I wouldn't have the bow. That's right. The earliest you can do is Volcana. Volcana / jungle. Ah, I was not looking, I admit. I believe Kitty is up here. Ujidai is anyway, so we're going. Aw, poor Snake. He didn't do anything wrong. I did just now by placing that rope there. There's our kitty. Kitty cat.
Hello, Kitty.
Don't you dare. Don't even think about it. So good. Too good. Unreasonably good. Okay, we go back around. I should have realized that wasn't triggered. Like, I saw that the other one was triggered and my brain was like, this is safe. And then I forgot that there's another arrow trap. So it was not safe. Ouch. Ouch. These moles are unfair. They can come out of nowhere and they're practically invincible. I cannot break these teeth of steel. I am requiring you to nerf the moles or I will uninstall the game until further notice. Thank you, Spelunky 2 developers. I've played Spelunky 2 for several seconds, but this death was unfair. This is why I die in the dwelling. In case anyone wonders why I die in the dwelling, it's just so I can keep doing this. You'll never believe where I found this black market. I've been playing Spelunky for several Tuesdays, and I've never seen this before. I just love the variable several gag. Just Ugh, I love Reddit post memes. It's the same sound when it's closed versus open. Makes you a follower of Hundun. Lava Men shouldn't trigger her. I've had Lava Men boop her a lot. It might have been something else. Also, you don't need spike shoes to hurt Hundun. You can, it's just faster that way. Which is kind of weird, but I accept it. Anything to make Hundun more consistent. I've played this game for several eons, and but this death, I made one mistake and I lost all of my health. Dang it. The cavemen are really cool.
So many viewers. Good luck during this new era of Hectic X.
Oh, thank you for the tier 3 sub for 4 months. Enjoy your cute angry dogs and your rainbow poppers all throughout Twitch. For as long as you're subscribed. I appreciate it. I hope you're swell. Thank you very much. Like, that should hurt the mole right there, 100%. Ugh. Honestly, the new era is just the old era, but chat moves a little bit faster. And is occasionally a group of backseating people, but we're slowly rejecting the backseat crowd. Slowly but surely, people will learn that I am going to make mistakes, unfortunately, and that it's okay. I'm allowed to do that. Streamer, I noticed you made an error. I would like you to know that I thought that playing the game differently would avoid this error, and therefore you should play the game my way in the future. I wanted to inform you of this because that way you will make less errors in the future, and subjectivity is a lie. Thank you, streamer, for your time. I am now going to watch a better streamer. I did not like what just happened. Like, that just upset me greatly. Hi, Jans. They're too precious. I do love their little hands. It's incredible. Okay. DMC Key, thank you for giving 5 tier 1 subs. Thom, Bila, Tar Ogre, K9. That's cute. That's a fun name. Ellipsises. They enjoy killing. Oh, enjoy killing your dogs on Twitch as long as you're subscribed. You can really hear like the week of exhaustion in that. Oh, enjoy killing your dogs on Twitch for as long as you're subscribed. Thank you, DMC Keen. That was a few. Goodness. And last couple weeks, well, I'm glad you like it. Theoretically, it will continue unless I die. That would be sad. Well. It'd probably just be funny. Let's be real for a second. Everyone laughs when I die in Spelunky, so gotta branch out. No, you can explode. Goodness, Gumdrop. Discovered all the secrets yet? Kind of hard to answer that question. Okay. I do all that, and then I just don't jump. Ow. Christine's only friend, the skeleton. Look, he was being a little bit forward. Like, I don't know about you, but when I first meet somebody, I don't immediately walk up to them and be like, hello, my name is Skeleton, rattle, rattle, right up in their face. When I first meet someone, I usually walk the other direction. That'd be awkward because your name is not Skeleton, as far as you know. This turkey is at 1 health, so we need to tame it here. Whee! Whee! Yay, I've made a friend. This is a rare occasion for me. I will cherish it greatly. Oops. Man, I feel like you can't do those bounces anymore. Like, I feel like they're just barely short a tile. And I hope... Like, I kind of hope that's just a thing that could get changed, basically. That's the dream. Dear Blitworks, cool video game. What if you made it how I wanted it? Signed, Hectique. Thanks for making the game. Very cool. I say that, but like, freaking... They know, okay? They know what I'm doing here, and it's spooky. Is there no other turkey? Oh, I did get 2 of them. There's no way we can get this guy, right? Like, it would be insane. It's unfortunate. We can still get Kapala though. Just gotta kind of hurry. You can sacrifice a rock to Kali if you are above 16 favor, and she will turn it into an arrow for you. I could theoretically do it now if there's a rock up there. Sorry. Very angry tweet to Derek you. I can't be mad at Derek. I random. No, I mean, they're not gonna be doing too much like quality of lifestyle stuff for a while because they've got to sort out like the net play and some of like the PC compatibility stuff. It's a very dense back layer. Oh, there's an altar. Dun, 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 dun. Man, just had to put the key there. Okay. We'll get... I was gonna say 2 birds with 1 stone, but I think more aptly it is 1 kitty with 1 bomb. But also, we'll get the Ooch die. I can't believe, like, hold on. No, it straight up is like, they made the sound effect, as far as I can tell, exclusively for throwing this chest. Like, I don't think anything else in the game makes this sound. And it's just, where do I donate to the sound designers? Where do I promptly give them every dollar I've ever earned in my life? Yeah, like it has varied sounds as well. There are a few that can play. It's just like, oh my god. How'd you do it? Who did this? Who did this? I've got a wedding ring. There's no reason to do it. The reason is the sound. Did you hear the sound? I'm thinking you must have not heard the sound because it should be very self-explanatory. Also, like the thud against the ground when it hits the like little skull tile. Oh, that's so good too. Oh, it's. Wow, that was a multi-kill with that rock. Go! Owned him. That was a triple shot. Later, Tater. No, the chest can't leave the sub-level, which is all the more reason that it's incredible that it has that sound effect, because it's like, you can only get that sound to play by just smashing it against the wall, and yet, there it is. It's still a thing. It's just magical. It's so unnecessary, but I'm so happy it exists. Are you eating him? That's for me to know and Quillback to find out. No, my dollars. I needed those to spend. Well, I guess I spent them, but shh. Dun 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 ba dum ba dum ba dum ba dum dum ba ba da ba da ba ba da 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 ba. I have a good vocal range, I swear.
Hello, Kitty. What are you doing here? That's a weird place to get in, mate. Very strange. Very strange indeed.
Yeah, I need to make somebody. Don't ask why I don't have enough. It's the economy. What could I do? My economy RNG is terrible. I think I just have to use a rope to. Well, we'll use a bomb. We'll use a bomb.
Sugoi.
Oh. I am doing cosmic ocean runs in an effort to get better at the zone and defeat my personal best of 7-22. Fortune favors the bold. Haha. Ah. Also, yeah, 7-22, what's wrong? Is there something wrong with 7-22? Chat. I don't think we can get back up without a rope, so I'm just gonna book it. Ah! I've played this game for several, but this death was unfair. Ah, Spelunky, that was mean. Not nice. Not nice at all. I don't know. I think like the body bumping is a little bit high. With lizards, I think in particular, they do kind of just like rocket across the stage. It's a little bit brutal. Fortune did favor the bold. Okay, I got an extra bomb. Feel free to quote me, because I was clearly right. No. Go away. Don't die! No, you idiot! Ah! Get back here! I'm mad now. Just wait till you see my Reddit post about the dwelling. You won't believe your eyes. You'll be like, wow, he really said that? Oh. I can see the title now. Does anyone else think the dwelling is a little bit hard? I could see the comments. Yeah, moles. Moles. And I'm gonna upvote it. You'd never believe it, but I'm gonna upvote it. And then you'll be sorry, Spelunky 2. Should that even be your real name? Because we all call it Spelunky 2, but it's the third in the series. What do you have to say to that, Derek? We can show this off. I'm at 16 favor. I have a rock. It is not a rock anymore. It's a rock with a stick on it. That's pretty cool. Oh, right, Ujidai. Very bad, not good. Dude, I agree. Not gonna lie, moles are the worst thing in this game. This game design is immaculate, but this mole enemy is a flaw in an otherwise simply perfect game. Perhaps the designers had a bit of an oversight
in the moment where they considered moles. I would remove it from the game to improve the designed experience. Bye-bye, caveman. You will be missed. Okay, I was gonna do it, but there's a dice shop. And I have all the time in the world to gamble. And money, because I'm, wow, this is, almost really bad. Oh. 4. Oh. Oops, 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 oops. It's for the rope pile later. It's for the rope pile later. You guys are gonna be so jealous when you see me get that rope pile. You're gonna be like, oh, that's a rope pile. And I'm gonna be like, yeah, I know. And then I'm gonna beat the cosmic ocean. See, look how valuable the ropes are. You're over there like, oh, ropes? More like, nopes. And I'm like, nah, I got them, because I stole. You feel forgiven? Yeah, I do. And now, what's that? What's that? A singular rope? Just saying, I wouldn't have had this rope had I not thrown the dice out of the shop, so... Looks like we're on the best timeline possible right now. That's pretty good. Ah! We know the ending to Sparrow's questline involves Madame Tusk at the end. I think you have to steal the idol without killing her, and then you have to steal from her vault, and it's cool and stuff. Ugh. Hello. Another kill and skip opportunity. Oh my god, that chest. Yeah, I'm gonna be trying kill and skip again. Hopefully I won't be an idiot this time. And we're not doing Ankh Skip. We're just gonna go temple route. And if you mean Olmec Ankh Skip, because people are calling it the same thing, we're not doing that either because it costs bombs. The secret is to not get crushed, 6th. It's pretty complex. 7 arrow trap with the dung beetle. No, you can't use critters anymore for stuff like that. Which is sad. Yeah, the like very minimal voice work that exists is iconic. It's absurd. Like there are so many examples of like really good voice things in this game. Even the shopkeeper is just like, okay. Oh. Just, it's like, yes, keep making noises. I like that. We're gonna go back up and see if we can get some of these crates.
Oh, good day.
Okay. A machete. Oh my. So we can use a bomb. Never mind, what am I talking about? It's like we can use a bomb for this crate, but it seems a little bit short-sighted for some reason. Okay, so this is our drill level, which we are going to do because we want Van Horsing. Occasionally, like a smoke alarm. Neo Babylon has a doorbell sound in it, and I hate it. Ugh. Derek, please hire. Yeah, we'll see about that one. Expander. I'll remember you. Just, God, people would uninstall this game so quick. Wait, this is drill level. Where's drill? There's no way I missed the drill, right? Oh my God. No, 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 no. All right, I have a plan. I have a plan. It's not pretty, but it'll work. I tried. You fool! You will become chilly now. Yeah. Oh! Really? Absolutely hop squabbled. Okay, this is fine. Ah! Jesus Christ! This is the worst drill I've ever seen. By a considerable margin. It also just went through a ton of lava. Oh my God! Oh my God! Why? All right, next strip and we go. We accept our demise, because, I mean, if we don't go, the ghost will come. Okay. 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 Goodness gumdrops. This was a level that happened in case anyone thought it was a dream, or more aptly, a nightmare. Come on. Come on. Fine. Cool. Cool. That was a good level. I like the part where hey. Whee. I love the little momentum stuff they added. It's so nice that like you don't just jump and it fails to go up because the thing moves faster than you. Ugh, stop. Just let me have the crate for once. Jeez.
Okay.
It was ropes. Boo. Ooh, that was interesting. The like music simmered down for a second. Bye bye. Come here.
Come here, old man. Come here. It's okay.
Okay. I don't know how many items Waddler can carry, to be frank. But I know he can carry at least 2. Okay. So we're heading on down to the temple. Gonna grab the alien compass. Gonna not go to Duat. Oh my god, no! Could we, Blitworks, if you're listening, could you move this push block 1 tile to the right? Because this will happen a lot less often if you do that, I'm pretty sure. So if you're watching this, that'd be really cool, thanks. I've been playing this game for several Olmecs, but this push block was unfair. Okay. I can't see a thing. Thank goodness. I was worried about that. Being able to see makes you weak. This is good. Did Anubis get cursed? It sounded like it. Oh, he got me! Wait, what? Did I not take damage but got poisoned? Wait, alien compass. Oh my god, why did I even go to temple if I'm not gonna, whatever, I don't care. I don't care, you can tell because of how upset I was. Give me a damsel. No. I'm screwing everything up.
Kitty!
No, where? Oh, here.
Oh, kitty.
No!
my god, why? Bye! I could have taken elixir, I guess, but... I'm glad you liked Nanto. Does Royal Jelly cure poison? I don't think so. Whoa! Whoa! Are you guys hearing this? Dude, this is wacky. Okay. Ah, 2 status ailments waiting to happen. Oh, never mind. They got moved over. Oh, they sorted themselves out. Dude, the freaking temple soundtrack goes in. I love it. Oh, this is so fun. I didn't realize I was missing out on like the best track. I think this is my new favorite, just because of what it's doing here. No, I don't want my voice to echoes in here. Don't question my way of speaking, okay? Oh my god. Jesus. Oh god. No. Just heckin' go. No! Why? What am I to do? Oh, please. Yeah, get cursed. No! No! Oh my god! Okay. It's okay. It's fine. Yeah, this was the alien compass skip. It's all planned. Can you just stop? Can we just stop doing this? We don't have to fight like this, Spelunky. It's okay. Is it so hard to... Look, I got greedy. I should have just thrown something at him instead of trying to, like, scoot past him like the way I was. Smells like a problem in here. It's because I arrived, that's why I'm the problem. That's the joke. Okay. I'm going to leave now. He is in a mean spot. Do your thing. Okay, okay, bye-bye. See ya. Thank you for your time. Ay. Get the clover ... Why? What purpose does it serve? Could you help me? I'm new to this game. I don't know what the clover does. Does it make me lucky? I hope it makes me lucky. That'd be really cool. Poor guy. He probably played the Spelunky for several hours, but that death was unfair. You'd have more time? Oh, thanks. I didn't know that. Now I do, and now I'll remember it for the future. That was awesome. Thanks. We'll guess killing just for fun. But we're not gonna use him. That would be ridiculous. All right, a simple servant of clay marked by the Ankh. So simple white Ankh. I like how I have to make up my own Ushabti to have a hard time finding them. Wait, is there no simple Ankh? Maybe I misread the tablet that I definitely saw. Oh, right there. That's a tall Ankh, not simple. You guys are trying to make me find the wrong one. I can't believe this. It's a 1% chance, but it's 100% because I know the answer. Guy, gotta be careful there. Those traps hurt. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. This is not where you generally would like to be. I mean, come on. That was very Neo-Babylon. Oh. That was rough. The room was not dead, by the way. You can get up to Sunken City with just a jetpack. Ouch. Any other tests without repercussion? I don't think so. I think they still get mad. See, it tells you what the Ushabti is, then chat will be screaming it at the streamer mid-run. I think that's better than the alternative. But yeah, that's gonna be there. I mean, that already exists. A guy already made a tool to get the correct Ushabti off of a seed alone. Sires, I believe. It's either Sires or Sires. I don't know. The alternative is that seeds don't display, and then people can hard mod the game in ways that you can't detect. Like, they can just turn down the amount of traps. We just won't be able to know. Or they can just turn down the amount of enemies. And what do you do? If the run's unseeded, we can't check the seed, so... Can I skip without the climbing gloves uploaded yet? There's a clip somewhere. Ugh. Let me find it. Let me find it. Here it is. Oh, shut up. Don't talk. Oh god, okay, cool. Another jetpack. Another failed attempt at kill and skip, probably. Knowing me today and how well I've been playing, which is quite well, I might add. You'll notice it's so good that I've done nothing successful. Dude, I suck. I'm just not very good at this game. Interesting, doesn't break those. Does this really throw high, the blunt arrows? It's like they have a different trajectory. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Wow, that shopkeeper's just off. He's on his own little journey out there. There he is. I was like, did he leave? Is he off to a different level? I thought that was the Ujai right there. That was a little bit confusing. It's too good. Oh my god. Calm down. I don't know what this game is made in. I hear the beating of drums. Did I not get forgiven? Or is it just the weird precedence thing happening again?
Hello, good day.
Hello, Quillback. Oh god. What the heck? Nice! Wow! Wow! That's a shopkeeper and a half. Jesus. I don't feel forgiven. Why not? Alright, nice Kabbalah. That was pretty good. The name of my mascot is Roar. Based on the name of the original emote. Truly iconic. Yeah, alright. I think I get in trouble for him dying there. I think someone on Reddit like looked into it and lava counts against you. So I think I just have shopkeeper aggro now. Although apparently killing is not permanent aggro, it's just very large aggro. I was kind of hoping it would go through a shop just to be like the icing on the cake. Oh, goodness sake. Why? We'll wait for the top drip. If there even is one. I'm not sure it can drip anymore. I'm pretty sure it can't. Fortune favors the bold. Did you hear the sound of a like spiky ball? That was weird. I've been hunting this fiend for a long time. Yeah? You put a door here? Imagine. You've never been to Vlad's castle before, and you found a random secret door, and you just walk in right here. This is where you spawn. You'll just jump in, and it'll immediately turn bright red, and it'll be like, "Dah! Dah!" and a bunch of vampires will come at you. You'll just be like, I don't know if this game is for me. Open it? Can I even do that from this side? So thank you for tier 1 sub for 5 months. Enjoy your cute angry dogs all throughout Twitch. For as long as you're subscribed. I appreciate it. I hope you're well. Thank you very much. So yeah, you're just over here, minding your own business, and you're like, oh, secret door, cool, let's go in. Duh! My God, that's amazing. No, I'm not gonna farm them. They can kill you sometimes. I don't know what makes them kill you, but they do it, and I don't want them to kill me, so. Oh, that works. See you later, Salt. Silver badge next month, by the way, because I forgot to say that. Boy, I am kind of stacked for money. I wonder why. I don't want their aggro to keep going. And I think lava just adds 5 levels. Very sad. I don't know what caused the extended aggro on that run. I'm pretty sure I didn't kill any shopkeepers. I just stole. Maybe they died of their own volition and got mad about it. Very sad. See you later, random. What a terrible nightmare. I mean, I hate it with a jetpack. But Vlad's Cape, I don't care as much, because if I get, like, hit, I can just kind of tank it sometimes. But I don't want them shooting my jetpack away. I also just don't know if they spawn in the Cosmic Ocean. And I really don't want them to spawn in the Cosmic Ocean. I'm gonna be honest. It's low on my list of things I want to be there. I jumped too early. I bonked my head. It happens constantly, going. Ready to draw something? Probably not, you'll probably just feel bad. That's how I feel when I drink soda really fast. What else do you not want to see in the Cosmic Ocean? A mirror. You know, I don't want to see Olmec really. I feel like Olmec would probably be not a good thing to see. That's about it. Where's the plasma can? How am I supposed to do a score under these conditions? Come on. Come the gosh darn on. Well, where's Kitty? Over here, maybe? Oh, nice skeleton key. Yeah.
Hello, good day.
Careful, there's an arrow trap. Oh god, looping Olmec. I didn't even think that hard about it, and I'm gonna have nightmares. Yeah. It's so weird that Cape is like bad now. From altars, that is. It's one of the weirdest like meta changes. I don't know, let's just be brave.
Change tire for your mom's car. That's something I would not be able to do. I can't do anything related to cars. Yeah, the blunt arrows have really high pickup priority. It's weird.
What's bad about the cape? You're just always gonna replace it with Vlad's cape if you're doing these runs. Because Vlad's cape is basically just a nearly objective upgrade. So getting a cape instead of like spring shoes or something is sad. The goal of these runs is to get to the Cosmic Ocean and theoretically get far. One rope? Oh my god. No! Well, you gotta get the rope. It's special. It's, you know, a friendship rope. Don't think about that. Dang it. I wanted spring shoes. I did not get them. How on earth do you say this? My brain is thinking that it's supposed to be Sean and then IH and then it's supposed to be pronounced shy. That's how I feel about it. Moon's got it. Saya? Okay. Dang it, I thought I was being clever. Say thank you for tier 1 sub, I appreciate it. Enjoy your kick dogs and Twitch for as long as you're subscribed. I hope you're swell. Thank you very much. Okay, thanks, bye. Robbing Tusk is a thing you can do if you want to keep being friends with Sparrow. It's pretty cool. This is a bad situation. But fortune favors the fortune favors the bull! Oh wait, the push block got broken. It's fine. We got ourselves an altar. Oh, right, I need to pay. He's too strong! Not strong enough. Oh, okay. Dun, dun, bow. Dun, bow. Fortune favors the bold. Whoa. I feel favored right now.
Oh, God. Oh, jeez. Hello, Ton. Oh, God damn.
Ah! Nope. Okay. Derek is very pleased with you. God, I hope he is. I'll never truly know, but I hope so. That'd be cool.
Good day. Hello. Good day.
All right, we leave the altar like that, unless we get a jetpack. Because if we're going to do it, that favor total gets us a bomb box, and bomb boxes are good. On the other hand, 50 trillion gallons of lava, not as good. Slightly badder. Okay. Next trip, we go. Nice golden parachute. I don't like, the lava pools are almost good. There just needs to be a little bit changed. Like, I think if they could naturally settle in a way that didn't cause the random drips, it'd be fine. And I think magma blobs should require a greater volume of lava to occur. Because right now they can spawn from like really small pools. And that's, I don't know. I think there should be a greater volume necessary before magma blobs can spawn. No!
The cape, I need it.
I want to put it on my back. Thank you. Bye-bye. Have a nice day. Ah! Oh, no, I wanted to... I wanted to clonk his head. That did not work. Okay. Why two? Like, I saw one and I was like, okay, we can go. Because we got one. And then another one dropped and it was awesome. Not even a casual use for it? Well, I think the casual use is before you get to Vlad's Cape. Right? Because new players aren't going to get Vlad's Cape right away. Oh my god. Location based, like the blobs don't spawn in Neo Babylon. They could also just not spawn into lava as the same Y value. Well, that would be, I think, it would make it harder for new players to understand the game if it just arbitrarily did and didn't work in certain heights. I think it makes much more sense for it to be based upon volume, so that when players see small globs of lava and they don't see magma blobs spawning, they're like, oh. If it's not enough, it's not enough. Just save 7 bombs. I mean, when you're going 99 levels, 7 bombs is good to have. To use climbing gloves? A lot. Van Helsing always spawns in the first area of Volcana. If you save him, he will always kill Vlad for you. Or he'll try anyway. He'll always shoot an arrow, is the more reasonable description. Is there a jetpack plus? Not quite. The dead are restless. Ooh, fun. The soundtrack's gonna get weird. I haven't had a Vladscape run in forever. I just kept getting jetpack after jetpack. So yeah, we're not gonna sacrifice anything here because of the doo-wop thing that I mentioned. You wanna get that bomb box? So we're gonna get that bomb box. Can I get that with 1 bomb? No, we're gonna leave. Bye-bye. Sushi 6. Thanks for stopping by. If you go over, you don't get the bomb box. It turns into a power pack if you get more favor. Yeah, Spelunky 2 is a very similar but very different game. The bow is used to get to the cosmic ocean. If I didn't have it, I couldn't go there, which would be problematic, because that's where I'm trying to go. I don't know if there's anything past the power pack. Whee! Go, Olmec! Be the mechanical murder ship you've always dreamed of being. Alright, batten the hatches, this way, go. Dang it. I suck. Okay! Okay! Olmec! You sly dog! Got a few tricks up your sleeve there, eh, mister? Oh my god, I keep just barely missing the ledges. Okay. Cool and good. Okay. Don't lose your parachute. Kinda need that. Okay. Bonk. Bonk. More fun than just waiting around, yeah. That's the thing with Olmec, is that, like, people are like, ah, I hate the boss, this, everything's bad, and it's like, it's not really that you hate the boss, it's just that you hate the cheese. Once they make the top of the head deal damage on phase 2, we'll be back. Although I would appreciate if they made phase 2 whippable without, like, a ladder or a rope, but, I mean, whatever. If they don't, they don't. It doesn't matter that much. Okay, off to the temple. Alright, well, good start. It's not looking good for me. These bees, they're too crafty. So I should be able to stomp this guy to death, right? Nice you. Do not fire this scepter. There are far too many bees. Get owned. Okay. Show me the money. The money that is a city. I bet there's a better name for it, but I can't think of it. Okay. Everything is cursed. Do you want to do the star challenge? Nah, we're out of here. Bye-bye. You'll feel a burst of excitement. I heard a sacrifice noise. Is that normal? It's probably normal. Hey! My altar, not yours. Journal entry added. Whee! Aw, dang. I died. That sucks. What? 4-3 completed. I didn't walk through a door. That's weird. Financial suburb. The House of Dollars. Oh, cool spooky anime zone. Let's go. Oops, that's bad. Oh my god, I did it again. Local streamer loses all of his health to being dumb. Oh, Jesus. Okay, we don't have to go there, thank God. I was like, no, please don't. Please don't do it. Don't do it, Opep. I'm not ready. So there's our bomb box, as previously advertised. Oh. Aw, poor guy got poisoned. Very sad. Okay. I kind of wish there was like a line there that was like, oh, Collie, appreciate your gratitude or something. Just to kind of, it's just weird that it's just sitting there and you just like grab it. It's like, okay, mine now. Oh God. All right, that went well, I think. What? 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 Is Osiris like have a very soft head? Your first bomb hurt him? He got cursed by the voodoo guy. Well, no, that shouldn't have been 40 or so. I don't know, man. All right, well, whatever. We did it, all planned. There's no way he got cursed. What on earth? Guys, if you ever need some help killing Osiris, just stomp his dang face off with spike boots. He don't like those. He gets very mad and leaves the game. Honestly, he kind of needs to get it together. Like, he's being very unsportsmanlike. This could be Waddler. It wasn't. That is sad. Actually is, because now I have to use the rope. Could you... Yep. More. Wait, is it there? Dude, these all look like Waddler. What the heck? Is it this one? It is. I've grown stronger since you last saw me 3 seconds ago. Okay. We can try and get some blood, I guess. It is something we would be rather good at given the circumstances. The circumstances, of course, being Plaid's cape, and that's it. Yeah, we don't mess with the Yeti King. Also, the journal entries for the Yeti King and Queen are hilarious. I don't know if you guys have seen them. The Yeti King. The king of the Yetis is whichever one is biggest. Yeti Queen. The queen of the Yetis is whichever one can defeat the king in battle. Very powerful. I was looking at chat. Oh, okay. Never read chat. Got it. No, please. Oh, God. Okay. 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 Irvine. Cool. I was about to say, I wouldn't mind an enemy, just so I can start restocking, if you will. Why am I like this? Like, I hit jump and everything, but you can't jump immediately after whipping, so as kind of an idea as it is, I'm still dumb. Look at this guy. He does not look happy. I have to go up and around. Okay. Ay, ay, ay. Kind of complacent at the worst moment. Sometimes being complacent at the best moment too, honestly. You just decide that you're fine, and then all of a sudden you're not, and it's like, whoa, how'd that happen? Got a lot of deaths in this game, but this one's unfair. Hello, Ushapti. Oh, I always forget that they do that. Like, they don't stun off the first hit. This is quite the little conundrum, huh? All right, what do we got? Tall Jade Snake. One of these days it's gonna be on screen and it's gonna be beautiful. Sucks to not have spring shoes, but oh well. Well, we found Tall Jade other 3. There it is. Ooh. No way, right? Ah, gross. Gross. He's like, I don't have spring shoes, but you're into climbing gloves? And I'm like, yeah, no, go away. This is evil. I have a solution though. Oh God. Okay. It is now safe to go. You do that first jump to check the spark balls, and you go back and you do it again, and you're fine, and it's cool. Hey there, Killin. I'm sorry I keep skipping you. It's nothing personal. I just want to be epic. Oof. All right, not too bad of a level. Stay out. Poor turkey. All right, we're out of there. We'll just farm blood on Sunken City. Usually it's a bit alright, but it's the same game. I don't know. I feel like I don't know if I'd go that far. Spelunky 2 is definitely like big more content, though, comparatively. Guys, I'm gonna be honest, I think this whole kill-in mount is a bit strong. You can get up and you don't even need a jetpack, like you just go. It's weird. Ugh. Oh boy. Guys, I need to take a drink real fast. Cool. Epic. Hey, the ball, I need to arrow. Wait, I took damage because of that? That's mean. Not nice, not nice. I swear to God, they like upped the spawn rate of these things. I saw them way less often until like the last day. Okay, so here's our bow. It looks like the arrow is on the next level. They could go for the crate, I guess. Oh yeah, it pokes out on the other side. I almost got hit. I was not paying attention. Okay. Ugh. Yeah, 722 is still my best. For now. Anyway. How the run's going? Worse than yours, that's for sure. Dear God. Just casually like tying the record, you know. Typical tic-tac stuff. Typical tic-tac stuff. Wait, orange frog. If only you were not here and you were elsewhere, that would help me. Oh. Oh, I can't even pay for it anymore. All right, well, I guess this? Because that'll also blow up the thing for me, probably, yeah. Saved a bomb by thinking ahead. Look at me. Okay. That skeleton's gonna be alive, I guarantee it. Never mind, I lied. Missed a couple. It's okay. Better luck next time. Don't hurt me! Thank you. Very kind, very kind. Boy, I sure am looking forward to Hundun and not at all concerned for my health. This place is, a little crowded, I gotta admit. See, those guys have 5 health, and they take 2 spike shoe hits, which means it's greater than 2, but less than 5. So it's either 3 or 4 damage. That's math for you. I'm cool doing the challenge, but I prefer to have the Ankh if I'm gonna go for it. Without the Ankh, it's a little bit risky, to say the least. Hey, Mar. Our health total basically doesn't matter at this point. Like, once you're past like 25, if you die, it's probably just from a one-shot anyway. I'll get invigorated if Kitty Cat's just hanging out, which it appears to be the case. We can also farm blood here. So that's cool, I guess. Although I don't really want to do it here because of the trap. Dang it, stop, you're too good. We'll get up to 40. That's a little dangerous. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh my god, will we actually get up to 40? I'm starting to wonder. Oh my god. Local streamer can't get up to 40. Yeah, we're leaving. Bye. All right, undone time. Woo! Yay! Woo! Not scared. Not scared. Not scared at all. Ugh. Here we go. Let's hope the ascension is good. That's a really bad start. Oh my god, that was so not good. I don't know what even happens if it breaks the tube while you're in it. But I'm glad I didn't have to find out, because I really don't want to, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not fond of the idea of finding out. Okay. We are going to do... I don't know if I really have much time, but... that, and then... they always move over right before I do it. Definitely goof that up a bit. Snake should be at like 10 HP, so I should be able to just shoot him with the arrow. Ooh, that timing. Oh, sad. Cool. All right. Lack of options towards hovering with capes? What do you mean? Lack of options towards hovering with capes. What's the goal here? Keep going. Toggle versus hold. Being able to hold the button down to enable hover. I like it. I don't really mind it. swear I always get Sunken City to start. Okay. Our exit is top right-ish. Boy, this is just Maggot City. Oh my god, this is an enormous level. This is a bad start. Where's the bubble? Oh, there's two here, nice. There's one. Should I save this one? Because the exit's like right there. Oh no, the other bubble's right there. All right, level was terrible, but I lucked out with bubble RNG, so we should be good. You got me. That was a little silly. I should not have done that way. That was a little silly. That was way silly. I thought I could lead this jellyfish way higher. I didn't lead it very high at all. And then I had to do very bad things. Oh yeah, Neo Babylon, cool. All right, we have good bubbles on the bright side. Okay, dude. Oh my god! I'm on the second level. Could you just like give me a few seconds before you go full blast? Like, this is monumentally rude. It's a big level too. Oh my god. This is not what you want to see. I saw that UFO. Oh my god. This is nightmare fuel right now. This is a nightmare fuel level. Oh my god. I'm starting to think the third bubble might have gotten popped. Because that seems fitting, given how the rest of this level is going so far. And I'm also struggling to find where else it could be. Because there's that one. And I think that's it. I'm gonna pop it. Yeah. Oh, rude, 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 rude. All right, jungle, that's not bad. Here comes the curse. Heard a bubble? Heard two, in fact. Yeah, sure, we'll get this crate, why not? Ooh, that hurt. Nice. Here's our exit. It's a relatively small, bite-sized level. Okay. So we'll head over here. Smack this, and then... There we go. The goal in Cosmic Ocean is to keep going. Go forever, never stop going. If you stop going, that's how you lose. You can also die. But if you stop going, that makes you a quitter. And quitters never cosmic. Let's loop again for that crate. Okay, let's loop again for the contents of said crate. So we got one bubble. We know the second is nearby. This level's tiny, so I'm willing to just break that. There's the last one. Right at the bottom left and the exit's at the top right, so this should work out nicely. Wait, what? Okay. I'm dead. Dang. I forgot the voodoo guy was there. That's my bad. I really should. The thing about Cosmic Ocean, and I think this is the part that's gonna kind of be like the big discouraging factor, is that there's a really obvious way to play Cosmic Ocean right. And that's clear the top area, clear the sides, and then check the level layer by layer. But I can't do that for 95 levels straight. I just can't do it for 95 levels. It's too many levels. I don't know. Maybe I'm too impatient for Cosmic Ocean. Well, I think most people are going to be too impatient for Cosmic Ocean. It's, it sure is something. I don't know, this might be one of those things that I just don't really know if I'm gonna actually bother doing. Just speedrun Cosmic Ocean, you're right. It ends at 99. How the Jillian do it faster? I don't know. There might be ways to skip levels. Maybe Cosmic Ocean is just the means to another secret's end. It's weird. It's weird. Maybe I should do like low percent Sunken City instead. Because low percent Sunken City is starting to kind of come together a little bit. Any other theories on the ending? Nah, I'm kind of tapped out on thinking juice after the whole cursed eggplant camera situation. Because that one just fit together way too nicely, and then it did nothing. I know it ends at 99. We saw it happen. Cheat engine. Was the blue altar in the ice stage too? The purple one? You put the eggplant on it. How do you get into the queen's room in the eggplant level? The queen's room? Beg your pardon? Is there a jungle hedge it equivalent? Big secret? Hedge it and crown are interchangeable.
They already did with different items. It seems to be random. What happens if you turn it with True Crown? Nothing. There's a locked door at the bottom that says is for the queen. That is a tombstone. Yeah, it's you can't walk through those. Well, you could, but it would be difficult. Found any with a crown? Yes. People have done that as well. So here's the thing, and I hate to be that guy, but if your theory is, does X item do something? The answer is no. Like, the answer is almost unequivocally going to be no, if your theory is based upon, does X item do something if you take it here? Because literally everybody is thinking in items, right? Like, we thought about items. Everyone did. That's the first thing that everyone's mind goes to, which is exactly why we're not finding anything anymore, because we've done all the item related things, but we keep thinking it's items anyway for some reason. We've gotten to the point now where just taking items to places isn't gonna work unless we have a good reason for it, and most likely unless it also has an action associated with it, right? We can take Eggplant Crown to Tiamat and then take it back to Olmec and then give it to Quillback and then give it to a shopkeeper and then bounce on that shopkeeper's head and give him True Crown too, and then hand over the alien compass on top of it, and then maybe he'll give us a delightful cake that says, you suck, go die. But probably not. We probably have to actually start doing things or making connections that we didn't already expect, because throwing True Crown on every level in the game and throwing Eggplant Crown on every level of the game is a cute idea, but we've been doing that for a while now. Oh, I forgot to get Ujidai. I don't know. The +4 health, you just stand on the motherly statue and it happens. I don't know what's up with it. Maybe there's something more going on there, maybe not. Who knows? It is at least thinking outside of the item thing. Wait, what the heck? There's a weird music transition. Supposed to be left to discover. We know all the textures that are in the game, right? Yeah, we still didn't know about Constellation though. Like, if we went by the textures thing, we would have just given up and never found the Constellation ending. Yeah, some Koreans have brought a bunch of items and junk to the Cosmic Ocean ending. It seems random. You knew that there was a Cosmic Ocean? Yeah, but we didn't know that the Constellation, like the Constellation ending was not discovered even after we data mined all the strings and all the textures. We didn't know that there was a Constellation cutscene. We knew that there was a Constellation song and that it played somewhere, but we didn't know how to get to it. Okay. How do you get to it? Cosmic Ocean? Get Hoyi's bow, put the light arrow in it, kill Hundun and shoot his eyeball. Clone the jellyfish or ghost? No. Hey, McQueep. I am aware of laying down the motherly statue. You don't actually have to lay down, you just have to stand there. Because they're both bubbly. I mean, axolotls are associated with the Empress. You could bring the axolotl there. I still think that if there's something that we're missing, it has to do with Empress in some capacity. I mean, she's mentioned 5 times in the journal. She's got this grave in Eggplant World. If there's a secret that we need to go to next, I think it's solving the Empress or figuring out some significance going on there. So obvious that no one bothered to try it because it's obvious. Well, lucky for you, I can tell you that's not true because we're stuck in a cycle of only doing the most obvious things. I'm mean, I'm sorry. I shouldn't be this mean. Yeah, you can't spawn the ghost in Eggplant World. Even Permaghost doesn't trigger it. Sorry, something will be added in the game. People have thought about that, I don't know. Big shrug, big shrug. Mean but informative. I just want to get people to think differently, you know? Like, everyone's been kind of bitter and down because we can't do anything anymore and there's no hint, and it's like, yeah, I mean, what would the point be if, like, it just told us everything to do? And of course we're not finding anything new, we keep doing the same stuff. So I want people to start thinking differently, because, I mean, what if X item does it, right? What if Clone Gun does it? Yeah, we've said that for like 2.5 weeks now. It hasn't done anything. So if you want to try and start cloning the Crab Claw, go for it, but chances are it's not gonna be an item. Items are too obvious. Items are too easy. What can a secret be without words? Well, to be fair, I don't think the strings... I don't think the constellation names were in the strings, so... Just because they weren't in the data mine doesn't mean they don't exist. Haven't seen anyone test, they just run 799. Well, yeah, like I said, people are stuck thinking in cycles. Right now it's items and Cosmic Ocean, and like that's it. I don't know if you can take clovers on low percent, so I'm gonna not do that. There's no character in Cosmic Ocean. Presumably there's no more unlockable characters. Be surprised if they do that for Spelunky as well. I mean, everyone says that Isaac did it, but I feel like that's kind of almost indicative of the fact that they wouldn't, because everyone would just be like, oh, they did it like Isaac, right? I don't think you really want your big secret to be referred to as, oh, they did the Isaac thing.
Sorry, dude. When are the speedruns coming out? I mean, some people are already doing speedruns. I don't know when I'm gonna do speedruns. I think I'm gonna focus on challenge stuff first before I go speedrunning, because I think it's a little bit more interesting right now. Like low percent sunken city. I mean, the clone shopkeepers is another kind of thing where it's like, it's just there and there might be something deeper if we dig into it. Isn't that just an ARG? Well, yes, but most games, I don't know. A lot of games usually do an ARG for like some event or some like planned thing, but Isaac did it in like a way where it was like there was this secret content that was held back from release until they found, I don't know, that's dumb. It's an ARG for content. Mastery is the greatest treasure of them all. There you go. Doing low percent now. Doing is a strong word. I will be desperately attempting. You have to bring him like all the way over here, right? And then you do just like that, and then that, and then, I don't know. Olmec. Oh. I looked away and I died! I looked at chat! I got hit by a rock! That hurt. I've fought Olmec for several decades, but that rock was unfair. Very sad. How can I be DT2 now? D2? D2? D... I'm sorry, I shouldn't talk. I want to get 2 PC Gamer articles also. That's right, not 1, 2 PC Gamer articles. T hungers. Why do you bring these things into this chat, Sci-Factor? Like, is that necessary? What do you gain from doing that? I'm curious. Why isn't he getting cat? Because we're low percent now. I skip to 7-99. They go through each level. They don't just spawn at the last level. I mean, I'm attempting low percent Sunken City. I'm not gonna actually pull it off. I hardly know the rules. It's gonna be difficult enough to actually do it. No, it's fine, McBeam. There are places for these things. But discussing an Isaac ARG, there's no need to just immediately jump and be like, oh, by the way, this guy is terrible and I just need you to know how bad he is. Nobody knows the rules yet, it's true. Just don't do anything. That's low enough, right? Cool. Low collie favorite too. Ha! Ah. I take the hop back. I didn't mean it. Cool, I got the bug. My run is invalid. I have damage boosted. Owned him. I'm not even gonna take his cape. I don't need that garbage. Bonus all. I'm so happy that Kenny is playing the game the way he is. Nice clothing shop. Like I was kind of expecting Kenny to just jump in and go crazy, and then I got to. At some point he joined. I was like, "Oh, are you killing the game yet?" He's like, "Nah, I'm just kind of laying low." And I was like, "You know what? Good. Well deserved." If anyone deserves to have a break for the Spelunky 2 release, it's Kenny. No, it's fine. I mean, I'm just joking around because that's a glitch that'll probably get patched at some point. Okay, so we want to move him a tile over so that he's not like right on top of the ladder. What's the mount rule? So there's discussion right now in low percent rules about whether or not you can use mounts or if you just can't tame them. I personally have been in no mounts at all camp because of the whipping mechanic that prevents you from landing on mounts, but that might get changed, so. Woo. Okay, I mean. Oh God. One health. The whipping mechanic is that if you are whipping, you will never ever land on a mount, currently. So the big concern with the no mounts at all rule that people have is that you might accidentally land on a mount. And that's pretty freaking rare in the current state of the game, because as long as you're whipping, you'll never land on a mount. So for like 95% of mounts that you're gonna encounter, you just hit the X key and then you're good, you're fine. But that's potentially going to change, so then it would be a little bit more likely for people to accidentally fall onto a random mount. Oh, you don't use the mount? Well, that's the rule that people are disputing over. So either you can land on a mount and not tame it, or you can say no mounts at all. The big problem with just landing on a mount is that you could tank damage, or it could move in a direction for you that gives you an extra speed bonus. Environmental thing for your advantage. I mean, it's basically just a block at that point that you can jump on. You can just jump off? Yeah, unless you tank damage, right? If you tank damage, or if it moves in the direction that you want it to go, you technically got a little bonus out of it. And it's really easy right now to say that that'll never matter, but in like months from now, are we never gonna see a run where somebody like tanks a fire arrow and then just got 3 damage chipped away and then gets the world record? Like, I wouldn't care too much, but can you say that nobody else will care? That's kind of the reason why I prefer no mounts if we can muster it. I think it's one thing that nobody seems to talk about, which makes me sad, is that playing around mounts is interesting. People keep talking about the fact that, oh, if you land on the mount, your run instantly ends. Yeah, sucks to be you. Arrow traps are like that, but 5 times more often. Playing around mounts is interesting. It's not like it's just this thing where it's like, oh, I have to deal with another mount right now, right? No, you have a rock dog, you have to drop on the right side and whip it, right? It makes low percent runs more engaging to be able to play around the mounts rather than just be like, oh, I'll just hop on the rock dog. I used it to my advantage. Sorry. That's not just targeted at you, Carl. Like, multiple people have been saying that, and it's like, yeah, sometimes it'll be interesting, right? Sometimes you can have a genuinely interesting occasion where you jump on a mount and jump off, but I think the majority of the time it'll be much more interesting to actually play around the mount instead of just landing on it and jumping, right? I think that makes low percent more monotonous and boring, personally. Don't get how people would say that's unfair. I mean, if you didn't bring a body with you, right, and you ran past the mount instead, you could have gotten hit by that arrow. Or if you landed, like, moving towards the arrow trap, like if it was at your height and it shot and you landed on the mount, are you sure you wouldn't have gotten hit by that arrow? Like, I mean, maybe you wouldn't have, but it's hard to say. It seems arbitrary. Well, the arbitration is that low percent is the least possible items to complete a run, and the big awkwardness with mounts is that it's a modification of the character, but it's also an environmental factor. It's RNG, it's part of the game, so is landing on things randomly. I mean, that argument could be applied to literally anything. So, this is the thing, though, is this rule is never going to have a satisfactory conclusion because it's extremely subjective, because low percent is extremely subjective and is a terrible category for this game. We just got lucky with Spelunky 1. Landmine arguments all over again? Well, landmines, landmine argument is dumb. Because you literally, the landmine can do things completely independent of the player. And if a landmine breaks in a convenient location on a level, like, what, you gonna invalidate the run? If you move the landmine, like, I don't know. People get so caught up in, like, making sure the runs are, like, correct or dictionary perfect. I just want the runs to be interesting, right? The landmine rule exists because people think landmines are too good, right? Who cares? Landmines give you an opportunity to be creative, right? In a way that doesn't juxtapose the low percent rule set very harshly, right? The no mounts rule, yeah, you might lose a run every now and then, but it makes the experience of mounts in the game in low percent unique. Mounts in any percent, you're just gonna ignore because you're flying and teleporting away, or you might use them. In low percent, you could have this unique category where instead of using the mounts or moving around them, you have to actually do something, because you can't just fly past them. If there's a rock dog, you gotta deal with it. And if you could just jump on it, you just jump on it and that's it. But if you can't use mounts, that rock dog situation gets interesting now, and you have to actually figure out a way to deal with it. And I like that. That's why I prefer the no mount rule, besides the fact that I'm weary about the you can be on it, but if it gets tamed, that's bad. And if you tank damage, people might be mad. You know, I don't know. I hate the nebulousness of that, and I prefer the potential for playing around mounts. And yeah, if you land on a mount sometimes, that sucks, but that usually only happens in the dwelling. Yeah, the landmine rule is part of no percent. It's just a good example. Sick him. Yeah. Okay, we need to get the Excalibur. We can't use it on anything except for the turtle, just in case. That rule's not set in stone, but it might be at some point. Got stunned into a mount in like last level Volcana. Interesting. I mean, rock dogs do exist, but I feel like they're pretty uncommon. And it's also really hard to land on the rock dogs. I guess there's also trickies. Uh-oh. Do I need to use a rope? I might. No. I have to jump on them to make them run into lava? Yeah, I don't know. I just think that's more boring. Excalibur on Kingu spawns? Presumably, yes. I think that would suck if we made that not allowed. Jetpack to kill and skip? Well, this is like chain percent. This is the category where you actually participate. There will probably be a low percent where you just grab a jetpack, but that's not going to be interesting. So we're ironing out this rule set first. If you couldn't use Excalibur, like if people are going to complain about the no mounts rule, they better not allow a rule like that to exist. Jesus. That's like the no mounts problem on steroids. You swung the sword at the wrong time. Sorry, it sucks to be you. Because you can't put the sword down either. It'll fall to the bottom. So you just have to let them walk off or something. Oh, I haven't been paying attention to the thing, and I might pay the price for it, depending upon where it was. Oops. Nope, we're good. I should leave the sword at the entrance from now on. That was silly of me to bring it this far. How to use active items only in the level you have to use it on. Applies to flame on as well, so you have to carry it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not too invested in those rules personally. I don't think they really matter that much, since they really only apply to like one level each. And I don't think they're gonna meaningfully change runs that much. So I'm kind of just gonna see where it goes with those. Oh God. Okay. Is it down there? Nope. Is it down here? Yep. Wherever, whenever. Once you use the sword, once you broke the seal on the item is the phrase X used. I mean, it really doesn't matter. Like, the only thing that the sword is gonna do more than the whip on is the big crab guys and like maybe some of the other enemies, like maybe one of the spiky head boys, but whip does the job that Excalibur does just fine. Super adorable, and I try to keep them alive. That's understandable. Scepter rule in HD is comparable to Excalibur since you ban one use of the scepter shooting it and allow another. Completely separate use opening the door. Excalibur just one use killing stuff. Yeah, that's fair. Just killed something other than turtle. Oh, did I swing Excalibur on something? Well, there goes my run. The people making the rules are the people doing the runs. No, you can't bring the ghost into Eggplant World. Oh, well. Rip my run. Sucks to be me. Okay, that was dumb. Ugh. I think it's going rather well. I like it for the most part, though I think... I sometimes get the impression that people are not discussing with the best... I sometimes get the impression that people are discussing based upon what they want the category to be, rather than what they think would be the best state for the category to be in. Oh my god. If that makes sense. I think for the most part it's been pretty good, but... Yeah, I'm aware the drop is consistent. Krill only found it like an hour or two before me, apparently. It was very sad. They named it after him and everything. Not that I want it named after me. I just barely lost the, quote-unquote title. Couldn't play as green. Who did you play as? I don't know. I'd probably mix it up. Choose like a good rotation. This is really bad. Oh god. There you go. Okay. Supposed to be able to do it like a day before. It's just... Oh, it's funny. I'm sorry, Jake. Landmine timer skip? We're in there? Smiling Jade Vortex. Dude, it's right there! That's the best Ushabti I've ever had. By like a landslide. It's the first one that was on screen and it's also just directly next to me. That's incredible. This has been literally god tier Neo Babylon. Alright, I mean this run's still invalid, so it kind of sucks, but that's fine. Did I take the clover? Man, I'm not doing a good job of making this run valid. I'm doing a very poor job. Oh, I didn't take clover? Okay, cool. So I've only screwed up once. Hey, Craft. What makes it invalid? I killed an enemy with Excalibur that I didn't need to. 798 in the daily challenge today? Yeah. I'm sure it was legitimate. I mean, it might have been. It just almost definitely isn't. Why do you carry killing instead of using him as a mount? No mounts rule? It's just covering my bases.
Yeah, I would not trust the daily leaderboards for a little while. Person who made it was trying to figure out how to take it down. Aw. Yeah, I screwed up like that at one point too. Still terrified to tell Brains about the Olympic spaceship ever since that run. Well, it freezes now. I don't know if you noticed. Like, it literally freezes. Also, Argam, I don't know if you were here earlier, but I wanted to apologize because you subbed during a thing I did, and then I forgot to thank you for it. So thank you for the, I think it was a Prime sub, but I'm not absolutely positive. I apologize for sucking. I am the worst. I was here for it. Okay, cool. Oh, thank goodness. Excalibur. I mean, you know, the Excalibur rule isn't set in stone. I get it, because it's the sword and this. It's. But I we'll see. I don't know. My run might be invalid. We'll find out. I'm gonna die to Hundun anyway, if I even get to Hundun, so it doesn't really matter. But honestly, yo, I just realized we got to Sunken City like first try. Pretty much. I'm actually pretty proud of that. I'm pretty happy with that, even though I, you know, made that stupid mistake with the Excalibur, but like, not bad. Ooh, this is not the way. Trying low percent? Yeah, low percent Sunken City with some very preliminary rules. How do you kill Hundun in low percent? Get lucky. Ooh. Die to a frog. Yeah, I doubt the statue thing will be allowed because it's extra health. Would kind of be silly to be like, this health is allowed. I should have just gone down. This is definitely, I don't know if it's easier than low hell. It might be. But it's more consistent because of the rules. Like, I don't have to reset for black markets. I mean, that was a 16-minute low percent Sunken City. It wasn't even just a normal Sunken City. Yeah, no angry shopkeepers is nice too. I think it's probably easier, but I think more importantly, it'll just be more consistent, which is nice. It'll be nice to have a low percent hell equivalent where you don't have to just be like, well, no black market. Bye-bye. Why would you ever need to reset for black markets? Low percent hell in the first game. If you wanted to like actually consistently attempt it, you couldn't use your Ujidai, so. But because Ujidai is being allowed currently, we don't have to do that. And we also just don't have to go to black market, so. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun. That's progress. I've been getting to Cosmic Ocean, but I don't know if I really want to go for $7.99. I don't really think it's my jam. I think somebody else will do that both sooner and more gracefully than I will. Now we're just trying low percent Sunken City because it's cool. And I gotta get my PC Gamer article. Gotta learn from the best. Sorry, I just think it's so funny. Two articles. T is speedrunning like gamer magazine recognition. Didn't even know they existed until today, yeah. They just took your YouTube video without permission. T, you gotta take down PC Gamer. Can't just let them get away with that, come on. That's actually, I mean,
It's probably a part of why they did it. They're like, oh, look this video. Yoink. Mine now, my video. Dude, low percent Cosmic Ocean. Ooh, that'll be fun. Oh man, the low percent Cosmic Ocean distance leaderboard is gonna be a trip. Low percent with one item. Any news on that? Jetpack. All you need to do Sunken City is jetpack. Nothing else is required. This is not that. I am not doing a jetpack only run. Ah! I am doing the run that allows the chain items because it's more interesting. I've been doing some experimenting with Vladscape spring shoes. It's gonna be, ooh, it's gonna be, whoa. It's Cosmic Ocean. It's the area after Sunken City's boss. 799 low percent. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Aren't allowed to use Waddler? I feel about that. Like, it feels a little interesting, but I don't know if it's like worth it. Because at that point, you're basically just throwing the bow at stuff. Because you wouldn't be allowed to shoot it, so you just throw Ho-Yi's bow like the 9 suns were back. There's a secret door there. Oh, okay. Oh, just had to catch you thinking I'd grab that, Chad. You thought I'd do it, and I didn't. I got ya. You've been duped. Back to 1 health for me. I personally don't use much bounce. No percent. God, no percent is gonna be brutal. Hello, old mech. So nice to see you. Should the clover be an issue? I mean, I don't know. It shouldn't be allowed, that's for sure. Because it is an item that you get an advantage out of. Dude, I'm bad at that. I need to jump before I throw like that. I should probably toss a rope in this situation. Just kind of want to get a lucky bomb though. And then own. This is dumb. I missed. It's fine. No, we dropped it short. The Olmec fight is weird. Low percent. Dang. No one low percent, just found the game through NL. Exclamation point low for a general expression of low percent. No percent is
a category for masochists who are named Carlamron. No percent is you literally can't do anything. Like if you take damage, you're out. If you use a bomb, you're out. If you use a rope, you're out. If you carry a landmine through a level transition. If I ever saw someone carry a landmine through a level transition, you would not be ready. You would be shocked at what you saw. You would be very scared. Oh, so good. No percent is that restrictive. Low percent is not. It's just starting, health, bombs, and ropes are all on the table. And then for other categories with required items, we allow the required items because you need them. There's a statue thing. You stand on it, you get 4 health. That's it. In Sunken City. I mean, it's not that bad if you do it a lot, I think, but I think it's like pacifist, where it's like, I'm sure it'd be fine eventually. But oh my god, I don't want to go through the learning process of like being a pacifist or no percent master. Because they're both just like, it hurts. It hurts to breathe. We need to restrict breathing in no percent. Statue health if you cursed? I don't know, we haven't checked it. I was wondering if it cures curse, because that would be crazy good. Best your run will go. If you set up as bad, you'll have to wait for 2 minutes. Yeah. Plastic you play very well. Emphasis on very well. For the most part. I feel like there are some situations where it's just like, okay, I'm dead. This is sad. Now. Very sad. I should probably stop soon. I'm feeling tired. Not sleepy tired, just like dying tired. What's death percent? Ooh. It's about to get a lot shorter, I'll tell you that much. I don't mean to brag, but I've never beaten the game, which means that I've died more consistently than anybody. If you want an autograph, get in line. Hey, class. You have seated mode. Shh, shh. They made me do it, okay? They kept being like, oh, what if we did this? Abacaboo this, abacaboo that. And I felt left out, okay? I just wanted to be able to abacaboo. It's not fair. I mean, you wouldn't want my autograph. Whoa! Oh, man. All right. My handwriting is terrible. Oh yeah, I have to like work on the Halloween merch or whatever. Oh, what? I got baited. Haha. You thought I could give it? You could win that easily? No, you cannot. You may try harder. Ah! You think you can win that easily? And Dyingers is like, hey, timer keeps ticking after you. I think the timer stops on death now. I could be wrong though. I've been wrong many times in my life, and I don't plan to stop anytime soon. Oops. No! This rule's terrible! I actually just forgot. I just completely forgot about the rule. So you have the moon challenge? Well, I'm not doing Cosmic Ocean right now, so. From most ranking. It's not even that I, like, mistakenly jumped onto it. I just forgot that I wasn't allowed to. It would have been so easy to just whip there. What are you doing? I'm trying low percent Sunken City, and right now we might not allow mounts. It's not set in stone. So I technically could have lost the run there, depending upon the ruling. Can you get out even if you don't use it? I mean, where do you draw the line at using it? If you blocked damage, does that count as using it? If it boosted you in a direction, does that count as using it? Where do you draw the line? That's kind of why the rule discussion sucks, and I hate it, and I wish it would end. Here's an idea. What if we just didn't have low percent? What if it's just not worth it? I guess not allowed. No, but this sound effect's so good. The sound effect doesn't give the player extra health, but it gives me extra health. Because I like it. It makes me happy. Is being happy banned from low percent? Because I guess it is an advantage. One that I don't frequently have. See, look, I have to think about this and be creative and do that. And then he gets hurt, and I laugh at him for getting hurt because I can't even, he's not even my friend. Oh. Oh. Is this even the path? I don't think it is. All right, check this out. You guys ready for the best jump? It's pretty good. Yeah, you can't pick up an item even if you put it right back time. Losing time gives you absolutely no advantage, but all you picked up an item no count. That's something like speedrunning? Okay. World record run comes in. Guy landed on a mount. He tanked a fire arrow. Did 3 damage. If he didn't land on the mount, he would have taken the damage. He would have taken 3 hits. He finishes the boss fight on the run with 1 health. Are you cool with that? You think other people will be cool with that? Because I'd be fine with it for whatever that's worth. I don't mind. But I don't care what I like. I care what I think is best for the category and what people will be satisfied with overall. And I don't think people are going to be happy about that if it happens. People can shove it. Yeah, easy said now when no one cares. The story doesn't count though. Well, you kind of have to ban in blankets, right? You can't just write down every single scenario for getting on a mount, right? Well, you can, but like that's a terrible way of doing things. At that point, you need to read an encyclopedia to get into the game. Constant landmine rule complaining. We all really could just stop talking, honestly. This community would be better if we all just shut up and did our own thing. That's not true, but it sounded funny. Give me the ghost pot, do it. No, I didn't want to use the rope too. Another jetpack? Wow. Ghost, listen to this, isn't it cool? I mean, there are some speedruns that are unnecessarily, like, put in unnecessarily harsh rules, for sure. But there are some that are there for a reason. And at a glance, it's like, that seems stupid and just painful, but like, oftentimes it's because there's some edge cases that are being covered by the rule. Objectively enforceable. Yeah, and that's kind of why I'm weary about the whole, you can get on a mount, but, you know, don't use it, because it's like, yeah, I mean, we can enforce the don't use it rule, but you're gonna get people who are not happy with that for a while, right? Like, it's gonna take some convincing. And obviously the no mounts rule is also gonna take some convincing, but I think it is less, like, there's less resistance to something like that, because it's simple, it's succinct. And it fits more with the agenda that we're used to with low percent, which is not to say that it's better, for the record. I don't want to give off the impression that I think one is objectively better than the other. I have a preference, but it's not that simple, right? It's nice to see without them out. We would allow that for the Sunken City category. Sunken City low percent is right now looking like you're allowed to grab like anything in the chain. So that includes kill-in for the Ascension. TP and no TP, so maybe in this game there will be a strat discovered really late. Possibly, yeah. Or the value of allowing oopsies, yeah. Is it too inconsistent? You would need to be more specific, because it depends upon certain sub-levels whether or not I want to go for a ledge grab. Did you see that Magma Blob gets canceled? I did, and it made me happy. In the face of adversity, you must adapt. Ah! In the face of Vlad, you must die! Ah! I'm leaving by. See you later. One HP. Why do I always leave here with 1 health? The career that could have been avoided. Yeah, it's fun. I'm not looking forward to rule discussion. For like the simpler stuff, I think it'll be nice. Like, people have been talking about like Ushab T-skip stuff, and it's like, well, you know what? We got classic eggplant. Like, we have precedents for that, so it's not as bad. It can just be like, we did this, and it's like the exact same thing, so that'll be that. And we're also trying to get it patched anyway. We have that potential opportunity as well for like really bad cases of things.
But we'll see. I mean, it's this initial period where everything's going to be kind of rough and hard to keep up with, and eventually that will change. Welcome back, Deadly. Skipper, you're talking about? Just guessing the correct Ushabti was a big concern for people. Don't break the pot. No! I asked you not to do that. I should have bounced on the spider. Saved? Drop it close. I guess you did, but that wasn't close enough. This is a bad idea. I really should just start using ropes. But I'm greedy. I want to save these extremely precious, valuable ropes. Wow, he dropped those all low, but I couldn't get to them, so as sweet as it was, kind of a pointless gesture. Oh, I thought he had 2 health. Well. Oh yeah, it was really the point. It would be bad to mod the game. We should have rules that don't require mods. Maybe having the BM not spawn without the Jedi should also be on the table? I don't understand. The BM not spawn without the Jedi. Oh, I'm sorry, good kid. Just don't ever look at chat. Only look at chat like 15 seconds after a thing happens. That's not how it works, but you know what I mean. Okay. These have been some curious Ujadais so far. Oh, that's mean. Every chain item was required. Well, the feedback we submitted about Ushabti, and they did note that they had seen it, is that I think Ushabti should only spawn Killin if you have the tablet, right? And that's also for daily challenges, because daily scouting has always been kind of like big advantage for players, but now the advantage is literally like astronomically large. Like you can just keep Ankh. You don't even need to use your Ankh. Well, other players are gonna have to use their Ankh because they're not in the Discord server or anything like that. I'm dead. Oh wow, that was a lot of damage. I think it's worth it to accomplish everything, just get more runs that go further. I think I always play, when I play casually, I try to mix it up a little bit, do a little bit of both. I think if you want to win, get as much as you can in a level. But I think if you want to have fun, just like mix it up, you know? I think if you do the same thing too much, you'll get kind of bitter and not have as much fun. I think variety is good, especially in those preliminary stages. Because eventually you just play low percent over and over again for years and decades and eons. Let's see if we can do this. It's not looking good. Ah. Just who I wanted to see. That's okay. Health is not as valuable because we're gonna onk later anyway. Were people apparently contesting the monkey ropes rule? I heard word of that going around. Yeah, there's a rule for low percent where if a monkey steals your ropes, you are allowed to collect them again. Because it's not an additional item, it is still your set of items. They were just removed from the player. That's the logic behind it. And I guess that rule went back into like contention or something, which is weird. I guess some people were not into that rule and have found opportunity to strike with Spelunky 2. I mean, I know the Quillback range kinda, but it's still got like very slight variance that makes it so that I'm still anxious about it. Dun, 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 dun. Uh-oh. Oh man, imagine accidentally picking up like a turkey. Oh joy. I think the problem with learning with seeds is that you rely on good items. I think most players would just get the seed with a jetpack and play that over and over again. And now they're jetpack dependent, right? So forcing them to play with the items they're given randomly makes them less likely to become like jetpack dependent. Please don't leave here with 1 health again. Just keep the 2 this time. Okay. How did you get down here? How are you all the way down there? Oh, Fireman, thank you for the tier 1 sub for 8 months. Enjoy your cute. The Angry Dogs author for as long as you're subscribed. I appreciate it. I hope you're swell. Thank you very much. Gold badge next month, should you choose to obtain it. Yeah, this is an attempt at low percent Sunken City. I'm gonna be honest, I miss the old Olmec song. There, I said it. Actually, don't remember the old Olympic song. It was I Am the Olympic song. Little known fact. Yeah, this is fine. It's not fine because he was lower down. It's more variety? It's literally not. You are literally playing the same run over and over again. It is inherently less varied. I think what you're saying is, I want to win the game, not I want to learn the game. Because seeded lets you win quicker, but you don't learn more through seeded. You get a more varied experience by playing unseeded that helps you learn more. Seeded just lets you win faster, right? Like, yeah, you're stuck in dwelling for a long time. That's kind of Spelunky. That's how it works, right? If you could just hop straight to the jungle, you didn't earn it. You just learned the seed, knew exactly what to do and what not to do, and then you got to the jungle. What payoff is that, right? You gotta eat your vegetables before you can have dessert. For paper with H on my sub, and for some reason the card just suddenly rejected all my payments, so I made with it, so I had to redo it all with my new card. Wow, that's weird. Well, lucky for you, I am not worried about it. So not gonna have any problems for me. Did you just refund a payment? In my Twitch.television? Ooh. Oh! Uh-oh, that was close. I almost lost my low percent speed run. Uh-oh, there it was again. I am crying and shaking. At the end of the day, speed runs are fun. It would be nifty to have them unlocked from the start, but it would not be nifty for you to learn because it would do the opposite of that, actually. Oh, I have to get the perfect bomb cook and then use 2 ropes. I love Ujidai. I love new Jedi. Get it? It's the new Ujidai? Nugit? It's like I'm mispronouncing nougat. Oh, okay, cool. Dude, could you, like, not do that anymore? That'd be sick. Ow. Far too cheerful for a speedrunner? You're right, sorry. So many cobwebs! This is terrible! This game is so bad! Are you kidding me? You put a cobweb in my way? I just lost time because of freaking world gen. Yeah, my bad. I'll just have better world gen next time. Ugh. I'm gonna continue to play this game every day for several months on end. Tournaments though, when players play against each other in the same world. Yeah, I mean, people have said that. I think unseeded works fine though. It's not like unseeded's bad for tournaments. In fact, unseeded has its own qualities. Specifically for like low percent and stuff. Any percent is a little more shaky. Feel personally attacked. I feel like 80% of Spelunky players are personally attacked. Every time I join a Spelunky stream of like a speedrunner, I like leave in half an hour because it's just whining. It's not targeted at you, Jake. I haven't seen your stream in a while, but whew, people play this game a lot for how bitter they get. Think I don't get better? Well, you do no percent, so you have an excuse. You get the bitter card. Go. We don't mostly. I also don't get bitter mostly. I do sometimes, but I usually get bitter at chat more than I get bitter at the game. Well, only recently, too. Just because there's so many people here, a lot of people kind of don't get the environment. Here in my head is B-Rex. B-Rex is definitely a bitter Saurus Rex sometimes. But that's okay. I think people like that about him. I think they like the spicy attitude, if you will. Ooh, she's mad at me. Bounce, 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 bounce. Alright, can I get out of this area with more than 1 health? No. I answered the question. Now you know. Oh my god, I lied. Epic. Play the switch when you're just going up. Just to trigger the arrow trap. That way I can drop down past it if I need to. Most of the time I don't need to, but like, why not, right? Better safe than sorry. I'm attempting low percent sunken city. Do you have those skins? No. Right, maybe that poor caveman. I don't know, he looked at me kind of funny. Oh, do it, do. Okay, I can just go this way. Come here! Get over here! Just standing there at the door. Sometimes a caveman looks at you funny and then you have to look back at him and say, sorry, you're dead. Need to work on that. That's one. So that's a little mechanic, just so you know. If the bomb does contact damage to Olmec, it is not going to also do the explosion damage. So you will need to keep that in mind if you intend to do these runs, which I imagine most of you don't, but just in case any of you do, keep that in mind. Oh, I screwed up the timing. That actually kind of sucks, because now I have to... You know what? I'll keep fighting you. Oh, this is bad. Absolutely hopsquabbled. Oh, 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 oh! But I'm tired. I should probably stop. Dang, that's sad. Things I saw coming, that dang. I wish I was a prophet like you. That'd be really sick. Ugh. Cool. I want to play this game more, but I also have this awful sleep schedule going on right now. And I'm going to suffer for it continuously. Yeah, I think I'm done. I use an point social. If you're not currently in my Discord, I highly recommend that you change that. I announce my streams there. Have a regularly updated schedule. Post new uploads. Post polls. You can talk to people. They can talk to you. There's a lot that happens there. I'm done streaming for today. I'll be live again at some point tomorrow doing Spelunky 2. Might do more low percent Sunken City. It's kind of fun. Which is pretty cool. Fun is okay. I accept it into my life. Patreon. Dr. Clash, Gingy, Deadly, Aphastius, Anon Wizard, Granite Carl, Chuster, Originally Raging Viper, Fatal, J Monkey Man, Weesnug, Higher, Codename Turtle, Spookadogo, Higher Scales, Sleepy Cheese, Revelista, Pyrepie, Intense, Shay, Thomas the Pencil, Matthew T. Hyrax, Simmer Turtle, Panda Cane, Bogwater, Jarion, Jabba Melody. I need to stop reading this. It's too much. Ugh, the list has gotten too long. Too long. Are we still having the seed discussion? The big issue with seeded runs, so the one extremely big problem with learning from a seeded run is that you are not learning to react. You know it's there, you know it's gonna be there, and instead of reacting to it, you're just going, oh, here comes the lizard, I'm gonna whip it, right? And learning to react to the environment is a big part of Spelunky. Understanding the patterns is a big part of Spelunky. And if you only ever see one pattern for the majority of your playtime, you're not going to learn how other patterns fit together too. So you can play seated, and you will learn things, but you will learn less things, even though you will get further into the game, right? You'll see the enemies in the later areas, you'll figure out what they do, but you won't learn how they engage with you on the grander scale because they'll always be in the same spots and they're always going to do the same thing. You're never going to see them react differently because a block is in the way or because there's some gap that they might be able to get through. So feel free to play seated as much as you'd like. I'm not trying to discourage you from playing the game how you want to play it, but in the context of getting better at Spelunky, you are shooting yourself in the foot by playing exclusively seated. So anyway, thanks for being here. You guys are cool. I'll join the Discord if you want to. You don't have to. I'm going to leave and I might come back, but I could also not come back. That's the best part. Yeah, I'm tired.